Hello everybody, Joan Moba here. So today we will see together how we can use Claude AI, which is a novel large language model, in order to apply a black box testing techniques called decision table. So what is decision table? So decision table is a testing technique that can help you, for example, to test when you have complex logic or like business rules. For example, the types that you see in banking, for example, when the banker has to take a decision to give access to a credit, for example. All right. So now, what is the strength of applying these techniques? It is already, first of all, a systematic approach. It means that it will help you to find all the combinations of conditions, that, for example, an applicant for the credit must fulfill in order to access the credit. Because sometimes we might overlook some conditions. So it can help you also then to find the gaps, for example, in requirement, because maybe a certain combination has not been defined clearly in the requirement or have been forgotten. You can find that. You can also find contradictions, between different conditions and the outcome. Okay, so then let us see here visually, how it can look like. So a decision table generally looks like that. You have conditions in a row, and you also have the actions. Okay, and then under the condition, you have the condition 1, 2, X, Y, Z, right? And with the value, on each column, you have the combinations, where you have the value for each condition. Generally, it will be yes or no. It can also be true or false. And sometimes you can have a hyphen, to show that whatever the value of this condition, it does not influence the outcome, for example. And for the action, sometimes you can have X just to say this action will happen, okay? Or you can have blank to say that an action will not happen. So here practically we will use Claude AI in order to build a decision table for a credit approval system that has here 4 rules. The applicant shall be above at least 18 years old. It should be employed and should have a credit score of at least 600, and also an annual salary income of 30,000 euro. Let's now move into Claude AI. In Claude AI, like in many other AI, you have generally an invite prompt where you can give your prompt. So I will also use a personal prompt. It means that a personal prompt or a role prompt pattern, which means that I will give myself a role. I will tell the large language model here Claude AI to act as a senior tester, for example, and we generally do this, then to give some context and to have better result, and then give some input how the system works, and also then give the task and eventually the form how I want the outcome. So I have prepared a prompt already here, so that we can move quicker. Now, so I go into the Claude prompt here. You see, here I have my prompt. As a senior software tester, I have to design test cases for bank application. My intention is that I want to create a decision table for a credit approval system using the decision table technique. Yeah? So the system has 4 rules that determine if an applicant qualifies for credit. Here are the rules. I give the 4 rules here. Applicant must be at least 18, etc. Here is the task. Using these rules, create a decision table where each column represents a unique scenario of this condition. Include a decision for each scenario ever approved the decision for each scenario. We approve whether the conditions are met or not. So I'm telling him that check if all the conditions must be met so that you can give the credit. Please keep the decision in below the condition. So let's see how Claude has understood this. Okay, and we just launch here. Now Claude is computing here, and let's see now Claude is generating, right? It's generating here for us. This is also for us result here, and then also an explanation. Okay, and also an explanation. So when I click here, I have the preview here, and then let's see what Claude has done here. Okay. Yes, I will here we have the table here. I will click here to open the diagram and see that way. So here it has shown us that in this form, but this is not exactly the form that we want to have. And you see here already we have a kind of analysis here. You have the edge above 80 or equal, and then you have a decision table here. Okay, let us improve it, because now we have entered, for example, we have entered a conversation. You have to understand that when you work with a large language model, you enter a conversation. So let us improve that so that we can have, that in the form that we want. Okay. So since I was not satisfied with the outcome, I asked Claude now to organize, the result in rows and column like in the decision table from the technique from ISTQB, because ISTQB is teaching also that. So unfortunately, even here you see the result that I have is not in the form that I have. So you continue iterating. This is very important for you. This is the mindset that you have when you work with prompt engineering. This is what I explain also in my course, prompt engineering for testers. This is a course, prompt engineering course for tester done by tester themselves. That's amazing. So I continue, and now I said to them, now organize the output in a table similar to an Excel table. Then this time when I did run it, you see here, now I have something that is more interesting here. You see now I have a kind of table. You see here I have this here. Let's see the word table here. So here, as you see now, it is more interesting because now I have here the different conditions, and here, I have test cases. Then you see now I have something that is representative, but I see that it has only considered here. Let's say I can download the file, but it's an empty file. You can copy the content. There are other things that you can do here. So that's interesting because now we have a better view of that. Okay. I can tell now to Claude, show me this result as an image. For example, I see show me this result as an image, and it is generating something here for me. Let's see what we will have here. And then you see, so the Claude has some features also here. It will be showing me that as a click to open an image. So it first to give me everything as an image. It showed me all the stuff here. So anyway, okay. So now what we want here, I see that it showed me only for age bigger than 18. Please include also the cases where the applicant is less than 18 in the table. Voila. So I'm asking him to Claude again, please include, also other ones, not just these ones. Okay. Now it's showing me something here. Let's see. I see here 12 bigger than 18. No, before it showed us only 8. Now we have much more here. Okay, and now we will try to ask Claude here, to reduce, to simplify, the table here. We want to simplify that here, according to certain rules. As I told you, you can remove the column containing impossible combinations of condition, or merge, columns in which some condition do not have an impact. Okay, let's see how Claude succeed here to show us how many. Now we have 6, at the end we have here 6 possible combinations that we have here, and these combinations that we have here. Okay, so okay, now to give you a better overview of what we have achieved here, you see that action, you have the conditions here, age bigger than 18. So at the end it did a simplification, because all the combination that where the age is under 18, where they can be merged. And I see that Claude AI succeeded here. Very good, right? Very good here. Credit application denied. Credit application approved. Denied yet. Approved no. And that's interesting here. What was achieved here by Claude. We see at the end only the one with all the combinations, which are yes, and the action has been executed. So we did iteratively, you see, but it's still quick. It's still quick. You see, we went from here where we have more combinations to this simplified one. So I hope it motivated you, to show you how you, as a software tester, can really take advantage of these large language models, AI tools, to be more effective and efficient. So I wish you happy testing. Bye bye.